Fashion trends. Explore the latest fashion trends in the industry. Fashion trends are constantly evolving and changing with the times. Each season, new styles, colors, and designs emerge as the fashion industry seeks to keep up with the latest consumer demands. Whether you're interested in clothing, accessories, or footwear, there's always something new to discover in the world of fashion. One of the most exciting aspects of fashion trends is the way they reflect the cultural and social values of the time. For example, in recent years there has been a growing emphasis on sustainability and ethical fashion. Consumers are becoming more conscious of the impact their clothing choices have on the environment and on workers in the fashion industry. As a result, many designers and brands are incorporating eco-friendly materials and fair labor practices into their products. Another trend that has emerged in recent years is the blurring of gender lines in fashion. Designers are creating clothing and accessories that are more gender neutral and can be worn by people of any gender. This trend has been especially popular in streetwear, where oversized, baggy clothing has become a staple for both men and women. When it comes to clothing trends, there are a few key looks that have dominated the fashion scene in recent years. One of the most popular is athleisure, which combines athletic wear with everyday clothing. This trend has been driven by the rise of health and fitness culture, as well as the growing demand for comfortable, functional clothing. Another popular trend in clothing is the return of 90s fashion. From crop tops to high-waisted jeans, many of the iconic styles from the 90s are making a comeback in the fashion world. This trend is driven by nostalgia for a simpler time, as well as the cyclical nature of fashion trends. In the world of accessories, statement earrings have become a must-have item in recent years. From bold geometric shapes to oversized hoops, these earrings are an easy way to add some drama to any outfit. Another popular accessory trend is the mini bag, which has become a staple for fashion-forward women who want to carry just the essentials. Finally, when it comes to footwear, sneakers have taken over as the go-to shoe for both casual and dressy occasions. From classic white sneakers to bold, colorful designs, sneakers have become a way for people to express their personal style and add some comfort to their outfits. Overall, the world of fashion trends is constantly changing and evolving. Whether you're a trendsetter or prefer to stick to classic styles, there's always something new and exciting to discover in the world of fashion. One trend that has emerged in recent years is the use of bold colors and prints in clothing and accessories. Bright neon colors and bold prints such as animal prints, plaid, and florals have become increasingly popular. These bold choices allow people to express their individuality and make a statement with their fashion choices. Another trend that has been growing in popularity is the use of sustainable and recycled materials in clothing and accessories. This trend has been driven by an increasing awareness of the impact of fashion on the environment. Many brands are now using recycled fabrics such as organic cotton, bamboo, and recycled polyester in their products. Additionally, some designers are also repurposing vintage fabrics and materials to create unique, one-of-a-kind pieces. One notable trend in footwear is the return of chunky sneakers, also known as dad sneakers. These sneakers have thick soles and oversized proportions, and have become a popular choice among fashion influencers and celebrities. They add a retro feel to any outfit and can be paired with everything from dresses to jeans. In terms of clothing, the oversized trend has become increasingly popular in recent years. Oversized coats, jackets, and sweaters have been seen on runways and in street-style photos, as people embrace a more comfortable, relaxed fit. This trend has been driven by a desire for comfort and ease, as well as a rejection of traditional beauty standards. When it comes to accessories, statement necklaces have become a popular choice for dressing up an outfit. From chunky chains to colorful pendants, these necklaces are a great way to add some personality to any look. Another trend in accessories is the use of hair accessories such as hair clips, headbands, and scrunchies, which have become increasingly popular in recent years. Overall, fashion trends are always changing and evolving, reflecting the attitudes and values of the time. Whether you prefer classic styles or enjoy experimenting with new trends, there's something for everyone in the world of fashion. By exploring the latest fashion trends in the industry, you can discover new styles, colors, and designs that speak to your personal style and help you express your individuality. One trend that has been on the rise in recent years is the popularity of sustainable and ethical fashion. Consumers are becoming increasingly aware of the impact that their fashion choices have on the environment and the workers in the fashion industry. As a result, many designers and brands are incorporating eco-friendly materials and sustainable production practices into their products. This trend has also led to the rise of second-hand and vintage fashion, as people look for ways to reduce their environmental impact. In terms of clothing, the trend of statement sleeves has gained popularity in recent years. From bell sleeves to puffy sleeves, these bold choices add some drama and interest to otherwise simple outfits. Another trend in clothing is the use of leather, both real and faux, in unexpected ways. From leather dresses to leather blouses, this material has become a versatile choice for adding some edge to any outfit. In the world of footwear, ankle boots have become a staple for both casual and dressy occasions. From classic black leather boots to bold prints and textures, ankle boots are a versatile choice that can be paired with anything from jeans to dresses. Another trend in footwear is the use of sustainable materials such as recycled plastic in the production of sneakers and sandals. Accessories have also seen a shift toward sustainable and ethical options. From bags made of recycled materials to jewelry made by fair trade artisans, there are now many options for people who want to incorporate ethical and sustainable fashion into their accessories. Another trend in accessories is the use of bold, colorful scarves. These can be worn in a variety of ways, from wrapped around the neck to tied to a purse strap, and add some interest and color to any outfit. Overall, the world of fashion trends is constantly evolving, reflecting the changing attitudes and values of society. By exploring the latest fashion trends in the industry, you can stay up to date with the latest styles, colors, and designs, and find new ways to express your personal style. Whether you prefer classic, timeless styles or enjoy experimenting with new trends, there is always something new and exciting to discover in the world of fashion. Sustainable fashion. Learn about ethical and sustainable fashion. Sustainable fashion is a growing movement in the fashion industry that emphasizes the importance of ethical and environmentally friendly practices. It involves designing and producing clothing, accessories, and footwear in a way that minimizes the negative impact on the environment and respects the rights of workers involved in the production process. One of the key aspects of sustainable fashion is the use of eco-friendly materials. This involves using natural, organic, or recycled fibers and fabrics, which have a lower impact on the environment than synthetic materials. For example, organic cotton is grown without the use of harmful pesticides, which can contaminate the soil and water supply. Recycled fabrics, such as recycled polyester, can also help reduce waste and the carbon footprint of the fashion industry. Another important aspect of sustainable fashion is fair labor practices. This involves ensuring that workers involved in the production process are treated fairly and are paid a living wage. Many workers in the fashion industry are paid very low wages and work in unsafe or unhealthy conditions. By promoting fair labor practices, sustainable fashion seeks to improve the working conditions and rights of these workers. Ethical production processes are also a key part of sustainable fashion. This involves minimizing waste and pollution in the production process, as well as reducing energy use and greenhouse gas emissions. Sustainable fashion also promotes the use of local production, which can reduce the carbon footprint of transportation and support local economies. One example of sustainable fashion is the use of upcycling and repurposing in clothing design. This involves taking old or unused clothing and fabrics and turning them into new, fashionable pieces. Upcycling can help reduce waste and extend the life of existing clothing, while also promoting creativity and innovation in fashion design. Another example of sustainable fashion is the use of ethical and transparent supply chains. This involves tracing the entire production process of a garment, from the sourcing of materials to the final product. By ensuring transparency and accountability in the supply chain, sustainable fashion can help reduce the risk of exploitation and promote fair labor practices. Sustainable fashion is also closely linked to the concept of slow fashion. This involves promoting a slower, more intentional approach to fashion, in contrast to the fast-paced, disposable fashion culture that dominates the industry today. Slow fashion emphasizes quality over quantity, encourages the use of timeless designs and materials, and promotes a more mindful and sustainable approach to fashion consumption. In conclusion, sustainable fashion is an important movement in the fashion industry that seeks to promote ethical and environmentally friendly practices. By using eco-friendly materials, promoting fair labor practices, and embracing ethical production processes, sustainable fashion can help reduce the negative impact of the fashion industry on the environment and on workers. As consumers become more conscious of the impact of their fashion choices, sustainable fashion is likely to continue to grow in popularity and importance. One of the benefits of sustainable fashion is that it can help reduce the environmental impact of the fashion industry. The fashion industry is one of the most polluting industries in the world, producing large amounts of waste and contributing to greenhouse gas emissions. By promoting the use of eco-friendly materials and reducing waste and pollution in the production process, sustainable fashion can help reduce the carbon footprint of the industry. Sustainable fashion can also have a positive impact on the communities involved in the production process. By promoting fair labor practices and ethical production processes, sustainable fashion can help improve the working conditions and rights of workers. Particularly in developing countries where many fashion products are produced. This can help promote social justice and economic development in these communities. In addition to these benefits, sustainable fashion can also be a source of creativity and innovation in fashion design. By embracing upcycling and repurposing, designers can create unique and one-of-a-kind pieces that stand out from the mass-produced clothing that dominates the industry today. Sustainable fashion can also encourage the use of timeless designs and materials, which can help reduce the pressure to constantly produce new and trendy styles. There are also benefits for consumers who choose to embrace sustainable fashion. By investing in high-quality, timeless pieces, consumers can save money in the long run by reducing the need to constantly buy new clothing. Sustainable fashion can also help consumers feel good about their fashion choices, knowing that they are making a positive impact on the environment and on workers in the fashion industry. Overall, sustainable fashion is a movement that is gaining momentum in the fashion industry, driven by a growing awareness of the negative impact of the industry on the environment and on workers. By promoting ethical and sustainable practices, sustainable fashion can help reduce waste and pollution, improve working conditions, and promote social justice and economic development. As consumers become more conscious of the impact of their fashion choices, sustainable fashion is likely to continue to grow in popularity and importance. To promote sustainable fashion, it is important to educate consumers about the impact of their fashion choices and provide them with sustainable alternatives. This can involve promoting eco-friendly materials and production processes, as well as providing information about the working conditions and rights of workers involved in the production process. One way to promote sustainable fashion is through collaborations between fashion brands and environmental organizations. For example, some brands have partnered with organizations to develop eco-friendly materials or to implement sustainable production processes. These collaborations can help raise awareness about the importance of sustainable fashion and provide consumers with sustainable options. Another way to promote sustainable fashion is through fashion events and showcases. Fashion shows and exhibitions can provide a platform for designers and brands to showcase their sustainable fashion collections and promote their eco-friendly and ethical practices. These events can also help raise awareness about sustainable fashion and inspire consumers to make more conscious fashion choices. Education and awareness campaigns can also play an important role in promoting sustainable fashion. By providing information about the impact of the fashion industry on the environment and on workers, these campaigns can help raise awareness about the need for sustainable and ethical practices in the industry. Social media and digital platforms can be powerful tools for promoting sustainable fashion, as they can reach a wide audience and help create a community of people who are committed to making sustainable fashion choices. Finally, it is important for governments and policymakers to play a role in promoting sustainable fashion. This can involve implementing regulations and incentives that promote sustainable production practices and eco-friendly materials. It can also involve supporting research and development in sustainable fashion, as well as providing funding and resources to support sustainable fashion initiatives. Vintage fashion. Discover the world of vintage fashion, including iconic styles and designers from different eras. Vintage fashion refers to clothing and accessories that were popular in past eras, ranging from the early 1900s to the 1990s. The popularity of vintage fashion has grown in recent years, driven by a desire for unique, high-quality clothing and a growing interest in sustainability and ethical fashion practices. One of the main draws of vintage fashion is the opportunity to own one-of-a-kind pieces with a rich history and unique character. Vintage fashion includes a wide range of styles, from the elegant and timeless fashions of the 1920s and 1930s to the bold and colorful designs of the 1980s and 1990s. By wearing vintage fashion, individuals can express their personal style and stand out from the mass-produced clothing that dominates the fashion industry today. Vintage fashion is also often associated with high-quality craftsmanship and materials. Many vintage pieces were made with high-quality materials such as silk, wool, and leather, and were produced with great attention to detail and craftsmanship. By owning and wearing vintage pieces, individuals can appreciate and preserve the artistry and skill that went into creating these pieces. Another benefit of vintage fashion is its sustainability. By wearing vintage clothing, individuals can reduce their environmental impact by preventing clothing from ending up in landfills and reducing the need for new clothing production. In addition, by purchasing vintage clothing from thrift stores, consignment shops, or online marketplaces, individuals can support local businesses and promote a more circular economy. Vintage fashion is also a way to connect with the past and explore different eras and cultures. Each decade had its own unique style and fashion trends, influenced by social, political, and cultural factors of the time. By wearing vintage clothing, individuals can explore and appreciate the history and culture of different eras and celebrate the diversity and creativity of fashion. Some of the most iconic styles and designers from different eras include the 1920s, the flappers style, characterized by shorter hemlines, dropped waistlines, and loose, flowing fabrics, was popularized by designers such as Coco Chanel and Jean Lanvin. The 1950s, the New Look style, popularized by Christian Dior, featured full skirts, nipped-in waists, and a feminine, hourglass silhouette. The 1960s, the mod style, popularized by designers such as Mary Quant and André Courrèges, featured bold, geometric prints, short hemlines, and simple, streamlined silhouettes. The 1970s, the bohemian style, characterized by flowing, loose-fitting fabrics, embroidery, and ethnic-inspired prints, was popularized by designers such as Yves Saint Laurent and Halston. The 1980s, the power dressing style, characterized by strong, bold silhouettes, bright colors, and sharp tailoring, was popularized by designers such as Giorgio Armani and Donna Karan. In conclusion, vintage fashion offers a unique and exciting way to explore different eras and styles, express personal style, and promote sustainability and ethical fashion practices. By wearing vintage clothing and accessories, individuals can appreciate the history and artistry of fashion, and connect with the past in a meaningful way. With its timeless elegance and unique character, vintage fashion is sure to continue to inspire and captivate fashion enthusiasts for years to come. One of the challenges of vintage fashion is finding high-quality, authentic pieces. While there are many vintage clothing stores and online marketplaces, it can be difficult to know if a piece is truly vintage, and if it is in good condition. It is important to do research and learn about different eras and styles, as well as to ask questions and inspect clothing carefully before making a purchase. Another challenge is finding vintage clothing that fits well. Vintage sizing can be very different from modern sizing, and vintage clothing may have been altered or worn in different ways over the years. It is important to try on vintage clothing before purchasing it.